Good evening, Specky fans. Pixel Pete here, giving you a little scroller demo with the box scrollers we're using from the book Supercharger Spectrum by David Webb. Here I'm using ZX Paintbrush, and I've created a little seascape here with a rising and falling wave line. Just on the one character blocks across here, and everything else is just blue attribute. Let's take the grid off. There we are. So I'm going to scroll this at the bottom of the screen. We're going to fly over the top of it. We're going to make a scroll box just to move the surface only. So I come to define my box scroller. What's the coordinates it says here? This is 18 down and the full width of the screen. That's the only line I'm interested in, line 18. I'm going to scroll and roll that, so whatever goes off that end reappears that side and the whole thing repeats. That's all just coloured attributes, not moving, don't need to be moved. It saves time. It's only having to do the one line now. Okay, so I've saved that out as a SCR file, so I can just drop it into this Fuse emulator for now, and I'll create the blocks because it's only one current line. I've worked it out, so I only need a small amount of UDGs to recreate that line. It's pretty much mirror image from the middle. Okay, so it's only a few blocks to recreate that and plonk it on the screen, rather than try and create a program that draws the curve. Okay, save yourself some work. I've already switched to my custom character set. We're going to see the spaceship. I'll just adjust the colors now. Flying over, chasing an alien across the sea. Just for effect, just to see what it looks like. No movements, it's just visual. Go. I'll zoom in. Wow, I'll try and hold the camera steady, because every move I make makes it look like they're moving, but they're not really. They are static on the screen, of course. And I'll just do some camera tilt for you. Yeah, get the camera. Try and ride the waves with them. Die, alien scum. To battle across the waves. Actually, I've got the laser on. Right, stop messing about. And there it is. Now, see, if you're going to add movements in and shooting, that's going to slow the scrolling down. But remember, it's only doing that top line. Okay, so let's just have a look at that little program. We'll go back to the standard text, because you won't be able to read the damn thing in that font. And we'll list 9900 for this little demo. Bugger. Right. That's the tail end of the other part of the game. So I'll just tack this on the end for the demo. So I'm just pausing on the black screen so I can get that seascape in temporarily. There was supposed to be a rocket tail. Okay, but it's been blanked out at the minute. Okay, but we're only showing the body of the ship in ink white. That's the alien in ink 4. Now here is the magic. Okay, I'm defining that one strip across here, line 18, to be scrolled, and there you can see it. So there's clearly the line number. This is the start of the box, this top left-hand coordinate, and that's the bottom right coordinate, if you like, down here with it. This is telling it to the attribute file to roll, so when it goes off the end, it's taken to the other side and replaced. Same with it's displaying attributes like that, and then just an infinite repeat Oh dear, I seem to be poking that. But it don't matter, it's not affecting anything, it's just taking it a roll. So obviously I misdirected there, it should be 22. But, you saw what happened. So, to scroll, you just need to call this one at a time. And it'll scroll, do your action on the screen, scroll it again. You're going into subroutines of movements for the player, one for the alien, one for the landscape, all using these targeted boxes. Which area do I want to move next? Well, it's line 18, and I'm going to pull the top of the sea over by 1. That will jump back. The player takes over and makes a decision where it's going to move or fire. All the box scrolling's already been set up for the player. Well, I've got to do left and right. But it's in process. But I thought I'll just do this little demo for now, just while it's fresh in my head, watching that sea go by. And this is what it is in just standard font. You just don't get the fancy graphic. So the spaceship is a lowercase a and b, and the alien is the hash and $sign. But when you switch fonts, it turns into user-defined graphics. Cool, eh? Die alien scum. Thanks for watching.